Hello! Welcome to GMAT Tuesdays. My name is Kevin. What's that? Turn around. Oh, turn around. Sorry about that. It's a little awkward. This is where the camera is. Hi! My name is Kevin, and it's Tuesday. Let's dive into some GMAT awesomeness. So today we're going to talk about how to not procrastinate. Boom. How to not procrastinate. Procrastination is something that just happens, you know. It is something that everyone deals with. I deal with it a lot too. Sometimes we just tell ourselves there's more time to finish a thing, and there actually isn't more time to finish the thing. We're kind of lying to ourselves that there is more time. You're like, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. When really, you're not going to have time tomorrow, and you should start today. There's actually a study where they gave two groups of students a couple of papers to write over the course of 3 weeks. One group, they told them, you can turn in your papers whenever you want. The other students, they gave them like a very strict schedule for when they had to turn in their papers. And surprise, surprise, the people who had a strict schedule wrote better papers, got better grades, and were able to complete them all. The group that didn't have the strict schedule were not able to do it. So procrastination is something that just plagues us all, so it's great to figure out how to avoid it. So there's a couple of things that you can do, more than a couple. First, don't wait for the perfect time, because there is no perfect time. Perfection is ephemeral. It comes and goes. We have a value at Magoosh that is done over perfect, which means just get the stuff done. Don't worry about making it perfect, because A, you might not know what perfect is, and B, it might be really, really hard to get it to perfect, and it's best to just get it done. So just get started. There's no perfect time to start studying. Just start. Another great tip is to break down the task. So break it down. Studying for the GMAT is quite an overwhelming endeavor. There is a lot to take in. There's a lot to do. That's why it's so important to have a study schedule. We have study schedules that we give to all of our students and are free and available. I'll leave a link down below. Having a study schedule means that you're taking this huge thing, like this blue whale of a task, and you're cutting it into little pieces so that you can digest it. Wow, that was a really weird analogy. You shouldn't eat blue whale. They're endangered. Next, start with the part that you like the most. So why start with the part you don't like? If you're having trouble getting started, do the thing that you like the most. So if you really like reading, start with reading comprehension. If you really like math or geometry, start with geometry. It's okay to start with something you like. That's a good way to just get the ball rolling. You get a shot of endorphin because you're enjoying what you're doing, and then you can move on to the stuff that's less enjoyable. Next, build in rewards. Yes, reward yourself. You should be rewarded for all of your studying. And this is little rewards and big rewards. So if you're studying during the day, build in a break. A break can be a reward. Or build in, you know, if you really like to cruise around Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or some other social media, say, all right, I'm going to study for 2 hours or an hour even, and then I get to spend 5 minutes on Facebook. Or I'll study for an hour and a half, and then I get to go play with my dog. So build in those little rewards for each day of study, and then bigger rewards. You know, once you've completed your first practice test, go reward yourself. Go out and have ice cream with friends or watch a movie. Make sure that you are rewarding yourself for all the work you're doing. It's a great way to motivate yourself as well. This is a great one. Eliminate distractions. We live in a very distracted world. There's so many things to look at. There's so many things to do. There's lots of things competing for our attention, and it's important that you eliminate as many of those as possible so that you can study. A good way to do this might be to build a routine where you go to a library where it's quiet, where you might have limited internet access, and that's where you do most of your studying. Or maybe it's a coffee shop. Do the best that you can to just turn off all the distractions so that you can focus on your studies. Next, tell everyone. Tell everyone you're studying for the GMAT. Don't keep it a secret. This is not a hard one. Very easy to do. And it's great because now you're being held accountable by your friends and everyone that you tell. You're telling them that you're going to study and they're going to talk to you about it and want to know how it's going. And so you're kind of living up to their expectations or not. And so this will actually motivate you to study because you've told everybody about it. And now it's a thing. It's out in the world. You're going to have to start studying. The final tip, focus on the positives. Focus on the positives. Focus on the positives. Sometimes when you're sitting there studying fractions or looking at subject-verb agreement, it's hard to know why you're doing this thing. Step back for a second and think about the positives of taking the GMAT. And why are you taking the GMAT? You're taking it so you can go to business school. And why are you going to business school? Because you want to get a better job, or you want better education, or you want more opportunities. Think about those positives, and those are the reasons why you first started this endeavor. And it's hard to remember them sometimes when you're caught in the minutia of studying for the test. So, think about the positives. They're easy to forget. And if you think about them, you'll be motivated to start studying. Okay, I hope that these tips are useful and that you don't procrastinate anymore for your test. If you have any questions or have any comments, definitely leave them for me and I'll respond. Thank you for taking the time to watch. I really appreciate it. Be excellent to the universe.